Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Big ups for episode number 100 of, well, big ups for you being here for episode, there you go, episode 100 of the Untitled series. Already fluffed up my lines. What am I doing here? Anywho, what are you doing here? How are you? Big up everybody who's already here. Chewy's here. We've got Chewy in the house. It is the 100th episode. I'm not doing like anything special. Don't expect no giveaway. I ain't got nothing to give away except hugs and love. So if you want some of that, you can get some of that right here. But how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Premier League is back. Interesting with some matches this morning. Had a good time watching those, except for the last one. The last one wasn't fun to watch. I'll put it that way. But what is going to be fun to watch, if you are here live or on playback, I do have a very special guest. I didn't tag him in the title because I don't want to give anything away. This is episode 100, so do hit that like if you haven't already. Partake in the poll. The question for today is final thoughts before tomorrow's Villa clash. I was going to do something along the lines of what's the most funny result from today. But instead of looking at other clubs, let's keep our focus on Tottenham Hotspur. That was my mindset. I feel like, what would Ainge say? Ainge would say, shut up, Jacob. Why are you even talking about Chelsea getting absolutely dominated by Newcastle? Why would you talk about Man City and Liverpool with the 1-1 draw? Kind of a loser fest, if you ask me. But look, he would say focus on yourself. And that's what I'm going to do here. And that's what I want you to do right now before I bring on the guest. Hit that like if you haven't already, if you're on live or on playback. For the 100th episode, I did whip out the special Mario Kart tee. I just wanted to... It actually wasn't on purpose. I was going to try and make it sound like it was something I pre-thought of and planned, but guess what? I did not. I will be honest. But there are things that I did think about in regards to the show. Not what I was wearing. I don't know why I'm talking about my shirt, but hey, how you doing? Let me bring on the guest before we really kick this thing off. Before I do that, as always, let me make sure to say hello to the first place prize member, Chris Peters, double first place prize. Have a great show, Jacob. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Chris Peters. Guess you're not going to be here live, but if you are watching this on playback, big up yourself right now. Part of the 10-inch club. How are you doing? Big ups. I guess you get 3 prizes because technically you are in the biggest group membership. So big up yourself right now, Chris Peters. Hope you're having a great day. Big up T-Bag as well. Spurs GCTV is in the house. How you doing? Rich is here. Big up Rich, YouTube chat member extraordinaire as well. We have Nita. I'm gonna need some Tottenham Hotspur ball if I'm honest. But big up Nita. Let me bring on the guest before I keep going. I'm rambling on here, but big up, Nita. Always good to see you here. I'll continue to say hello to yourself, to hello to you. Here we go. As you can see, I am still drinking my coffee. I haven't even had my coffee today. That's what kind of day it's been, but it's been a beautiful Saturday. Let me bring on the guest. We got him here. Ba-bow. It's Paul Beatty, but he's live and direct from the studios of United Spurs of America. Paul, welcome to America. Welcome to my room. Hello, how you doing?
I've got half a Chewy.
You've got a piece of Chewy, the head of Chewy at least. I've got the rest of the body. But how you doing, man? Big up.
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Well done, 100 episodes, eh?
This is the 100th since I started doing my I'm just going to fucking go live and see what happens type thing. That's why it's the Untitled series. And I didn't think of a name. Just was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing little episodes. Started out as 15, 20-minute daily uploads I was going to do. But then I was like, man, fuck these daily uploads. I kind of want to chat with the people. So then I just started doing live. Then it turned into an hour-long show. Then it turned into an hour and a half. Then it turned into this thing where I started doing 2-hour shows. Yesterday was fucking 3 hours. So
behemoth.
Really don't even know what these shows are other than, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. But hey, big up. Welcome to the studio.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
You are here in El Paso, Texas. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I know this is not just TV magic. This is legitimate. He could get up and play that cello behind him, but he's choosing not to.
Well,
don't. Why
don't
would you
spoil
do?
the illusion.
Why would you do that? Why would you? You just ruined it in the first. You ruined it in the first 7 minutes. Wow. Someone just rang the doorbell.
Are they looking for evidence? Is it a warrant?
I don't know. Sure, open up. Anyway, hey, Paul, did you know in less than 24 hours we will know the result of this Aston Villa game?
I know, man. It's been such a long time. I feel like I've been crawling through the desert and I can see an oasis. And and it's not a mirage, it's a proper, and I'm just,
It's a marriage.
I'm just crawling over there, man. I can't wait. So it's an early,
Show me the evidence.
It's an early kickoff for you, is it? 1 a.m.? It's
7 a.m. for me.
Oh, it's all right. That's fairly civilized.
But see, the pre-match pump up on We Are Tottenham TV, in order to be there, if I woke up at 5:30 a.m., I would be there when the show starts. So that would mean I need to at least wake up about 5 a.m. if I'm going to be a part of that show. That's why I haven't messaged back in the group yet. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, Paul. I don't know if I want to wake up that early, but do I want to wake up that early? Could be lucrative? Question mark.
What you want?
You're here in the
you
studio,
want a retainer,
so.
are you?
Huh?
You want a retainer?
What do you mean a retainer?
Well, they give you a slice of the action today.
I don't get a slice of no action.
Well,
I'm saying could be lucrative
say.
because I could go in front of their audience and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And that could be kind of lucrative because there are people who sometimes hit me up on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, I saw you on We Are Tottenham TV, you absolute Texan buffoon." And I'm like, "What's up? Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Do the Texas Longhorns, you know. But anyway, before I keep digressing, let's say hello to some more people in the chat, shall we, Paul? Jazz Fusion is here. How you doing, Jazz Fusion? Couldn't hide the women and children because they are. That's a famous quote. It went viral. I wish I should have it. Actually, that's one of the clips I should have pulled up, like all these clips that I have. You don't know that? You didn't? There was this guy. It was. Never mind. We'll keep it moving.
Is it an internet meme, man?
Yeah, it was one of those things. It was,
look at me.
It was.
I'm not plugged in all that.
You're not plugged in. You're here at the studios. You're plugged in at the studios.
Yeah, but this is like a little piece of calm in the cesspit that is the internet. You know, this is the place to be.
This is the place to be.
I am getting a little bit disorientated watching myself in your room. Actually, it's kind of weird.
It's kind of cool. The only thing is, Chewy's not moving, and I haven't seen him breathe. Is Chewy okay? Can you verify Chewy's clone is okay or not?
He's all right, I think. I ran out of money, so I could only clone his ass. There we go.
No, that's his head. I'm pretty sure that's his ear. I'm pretty sure that's his head and ear. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I'm looking at mine to try and find that out. Look, big up James Paratroopers in the house. Says if Dyer plays, we will lose 4-1 to Villa. If he doesn't play, Spurs will win 8-2. That's quite the prediction difference if Dyer plays. But big up James Paratrooper. Big up Donovan. Says Watkins is a good striker. Rich says Watkins is fine. I think he's okay. I think he's been improving. Ainge, please don't play Dyer. Play Davies. He has played better in defense for us when Dyer was injured. I think, Kuva and I were talking about this yesterday, Paul. I think it's sadly enough going to be Dyer and Davies again. Real quick off the top, let me just ask you, do you think it's going to be Dyer and Davies again, Paul?
I don't know, man. I mean, you know, I think there's me like a lot of people would like to see Dorrington come in, but Ange is the man. He knows what's going on. If Dorrington's right, he'll pick him. If not, could be Dyer and Davies. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's the way we are at Tottenham at the moment, isn't it? Luckily, those days are numbered, but we might have to just put up with it for a bit longer. Bit of a shame.
Good point. Rich, big up Rich, says it's difficult to blame Romero for being too aggressive when you see just how standoffish Dyer is, an aggressive center back that wins the ball back in higher areas, so is necessary in the Ainge system. I miss Christian Romero. I think we're going to miss Christian Romero tomorrow. I think
2 more games.
No, yeah, it is 2 more. Fucking hell. You know what is great though, Paul? No more international breaks until March.
Brilliant.
So
it's just
now
football
we can
to you shit.
It's literally just them and Ainge. Honestly, that's what it's going to be now. It's going to be them and Ainge. So, big up LFC Aaron as well in the house this evening. Jacob May, how you doing, LFC Aaron? Big up Ellie. Doesn't even say hello. Just says Nita with a bunch of hearts. Hey, how you doing, Ellie? Big
don't
up.
Mind us, Ellie.
Don't mind us. We're just here. Yeah, don't mind us at all, Ellie. We're just here. But big up Ellie.
You might as well just start a stream and leave the room. And let them all talk
Ellie,
to each other.
let them talk. Yeah, what are we doing here? Excuse me. Let me. I'll take my dandy self out of here. That was my Ellie impression. That wasn't very good. But big up Ellie, the Queen of North London. Paul, don't shake your head, because then what that does is discredit me live on air. And now you're disrespecting me on my channel.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect.
I'm just like, you can never disrespect me, Paul.
I'm sorry. I don't really mean sorry. I'm just saying it.
Ash is in the house. Big up Ash. Says, hi, Jacob. Going to meet a fan with Ozzy Ardiles. Going to a fan meet with Ozzy Ardiles and Ledley King in India. So excited I can't sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep either, Ash. First of all, big up all the way to yourself out there in India. And then secondly, to meet Ozzy Ardiles and Ledley King, they're in India right now. They're in India right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think they're eating?
They'll be eating curry, man. Of course they will. They're cultured people. They'll eat anything.
I'm thinking of buttered chicken and garlic naan for Ledley King.
Ozzy's my favourite player. So Ash, I hope you know he's a great man. Ledley King is one of our best ever defenders. And when I saw them over in India, I thought, you know what, I like it when football clubs give old players kind of, jobs, just to, give them a bit of extra cash and stuff like that,
and make them ambassadors of the club.
Ambassadors.
It's like, in essence, taking care of someone who was once taking care of you.
That's right.
Well, I think the impact Ozzy Ardiles and Ledley King had to this club, that is only fair and only right, that if they so choose, they can have this ambassador role. And I'm very glad to see that they have, because honestly, when we did the double there for Ozzy Ardiles and Ricky Villa. That's his name, right? The second, well, we bought the two Argentinians. I said that right?
Yeah.
Villa or Villa?
Villa.
Because I remember there was a famous goal that he scored.
So if you'd listen to your mum,
Ricky Villa.
If you listen to your mum and learn Spanish,
ay Dios mío, cabrón,
you'd know what a double L sounds like.
But, yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. But big up, Ash. Hope you have a great time tomorrow there at the meet and greet. I hope you meet and you greet and you get some good photos.
Have a ball,
and
man.
If you have Twitter or whatever, share the photos. We'd love to see your good time out there. Or, hey, however you want to share that. Rich is in the house. Happy 100th birthday to the Untitled series. Big up, Rich. He knows the vibes out here. Donna Colin's in the house for the 100th episode. Wagwan, Mr. Jacob. Big up, Donna Colin. Hansi G says, we just need to win, get these 3 points. And good morning to Ren. Morning, crew. Hey, Ren, good to see you in the house. Mod Ren, you were one of the newest mods. Rowan Kumar says, big up, Jacob. Listen to people on X while waiting for you. They scared me. Ainge out vibes, bro. Ainge out vibes, Rowan. Where? How? And I would question why.
On X. I mean, X is just it's the thing, like, it seems to be a bit of a recurring theme on some channels. Will fans turn against Ange? I don't think it's like one or two people with loud mouths, but you can't go from a standing ovation after being beaten 4-1 against Chelsea to Ange out. It's just not happening. It's a storm in a teacup. Everyone loves Ange.
I will say this: Ange is the father of you all. And at times, you're not going to like what your father has to say. And at times, you're going to disagree with what your father has to say. But at the end of the day, your father knows best, so sit down and be quiet is what I would say. But to you, Nate, with the first super chat of the day, big up for the Australian $10 says, congrats on the 100. What happened to Paul? Am I hung over, or is the Matrix broken? Good morning, all. Good morning, Nate Pie.
It's broken, look.
Why you keep doing that, Paul? That's it. Your contract is now null and void. You will not be getting a percentage of the stream. But do subscribe to the Hotspur Hippie, because every subscription he gets, he has to pay me for what do we come out? Half a penny per sub.
I thought that expired.
Nope, still Well, actually, technically, your contract's null and void, like I just said. So technically,
okay.
you don't owe me shit. There you go.
Shredded.
Big update. No, Paul is here in El Paso, live and direct in the studios. You know, see the production value we're bringing here, Nate.
It's amazing, isn't it?
We've been working hard at this here, Nate.
Oh, I'm in the next room where his wife also has a double bass.
Mm-hmm. That's why his is just his bigger than mine. But he's here in the studio. So big up, Nate. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. And good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Let's keep seeing who else is here in the house. Leave a like on the stream. People says LFC Aaron. And look, if a Liverpool fan can come in here and tell you to hit the like, surely, but don't call me Shirley. Every single Spurs fan can hit the like. Craig the Gecko Man says, big up Jacob and Chewy. Big up Craig the Gecko Man. Spurs Psych is in the house. How you doing, Spurs Psych? Ren says, no, he wouldn't talk to you like that. He would let you know it's healthier to focus on what you can do, not what others are doing. This was in regards to my intro, Paul, when I said, when I was making the poll today, I was a little bit betwixt. May I say that? Betwixt?
That's a word, yeah.
Because I really wanted to say, like, what do you think was the funniest results today? But Angel would have told me to focus on myself, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there were some funny results, though. So
there were some funny results.
When Daddy's not looking, maybe we can have a little chuckle.
Yeah, chuckle about it when Daddy's not looking. Hey, but what was the funniest result for you, real quick, Paul?
I forgot what the results were. There was a couple of upsets. Oh, Luton Town won, didn't they?
Luton Town 2-1 first Crystal Palace, which Olise, might I say, first game back from injury, scored a beautiful goal, something I've never seen. I haven't seen Kulu do since I think the first 2 months of him being here. Hulu, exactly. Huluzevsky is what I was saying last year. I might need to try and come up with something a little bit more clever. But Paul,
Newcastle was a funny result as well.
4-1.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny. And Reece James getting a red when they called it the St. Reece James Park, and then he got a second yellow and got sent off. Quite funny. They were also saying, look, I think that one was the most funny for me because they beat us 4-1 and they were giving us the shit, and now they got beat 4-1. But that's nice. Big up Corvo. Big up Jacob. Hope you're doing good. There's a Newcastle fan. Yeah, hope you're feeling well and happy. Yeah, big up Newcastle. Away the lads indeed. You have something on your top lip, mate. Mark Swift says it's called Style, Fashion, and Passion. I don't know what you said, Paul.
Elan. It's like savoir faire, you know.
Okay.
It's
what he said right over there, which is you can see my hand popping up if I just do that. Come on, Paul. No, the other side. See, it's so seamless. It is so seamless here, people. Come on now.
I didn't know you had two right hands, though, man.
That's what I'm saying. Paul is here, live and direct in El Paso. Don't ask for his GPS location. Man, Yoshi took some heaps of my childhood. What a game. That's my wife's favorite, is Yoshi. She, in the new Mario Kart, she picks the pink Yoshi. Donkey Kong is my favorite. Donkey Kong's always been I relate to him the most, I think.
What's the big ape guy? Not the...
Donkey Kong right here, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
And then there's Yoshi.
See,
Donkey Kong was my favorite.
That's my era, man, Donkey Kong.
This was on Super NES, the very first one that came out. Dun, 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 dun. Ellie,
have you been following? If I say the name Billy Mitchell, does that mean anything to you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, don't worry about it.
Who is that?
He's an asshole that claims to be the best at Donkey Kong, and he's been cheating.
What a
actually, you know, if you like Donkey Kong, there's a good movie called The King of Kong. Good documentary, The King of Kong, man. It's probably on YouTube or somewhere.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Big up Ellie says, I'll be cheering
I'll
our
have to
lads
check that
on.
out. Fuck off, Paul.
No, it's just
brush me aside. Fuck you.
Paul, that's not what I was doing. Ellie's comment is up on the screen, and it was been up, and I didn't want to just leave it up. And I was like, cool, let me just knock out this comment.
Stick
The
your
comments
lame
are
ass
flying
movie
in.
up
I want to
your
say
arse.
hello. Very nice, Paul. Let me go ahead and document that and go fuck yourself. Paul, that's a really good tidbit. Let me go ahead and just forget everything he said. Big up Alan Bennett is in the house. Scott M is here. How you doing, Scott M? Hippie cello guy. Yeah, big up Rich. Big up Tony D. Morning Jacob and Spursies. How you doing? Paul is in the house. Daniel E's here. Big up Daniel E. Big up Gina. 3 hours, mate. LOL, 3 hours. What does that mean?
I think maybe the 3 hour stream.
Oh, the 3 hour stream. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
You got the same affliction as me, man. Like, if I'm talking about something and then maybe even like 1 or 2 minutes later, someone refers to it, I just go, huh? I can't remember. I just left my brain.
Yeah, I was reading it and I was like, what do they mean 3 hours? You care to elaborate on that? I was literally just talking about having a 3 hour stream. Big up, Gina. You were there yesterday. Hope you're doing well. Rowan Kumar says, big up, Paul. You two should meet up in the U.S. for the World Cup 2026. We've actually been talking about that offline, and do some live shows together in the same studio. That would be real magic.
I have a vague plan, as in it's something I'd like to do, but I don't know if it's possible yet. I do want to. Mountain Bushman and me are thinking of going to the World Cup and basing ourselves in Mexico.
And I'm also trying to get my wife and I to go to Monterrey during the World Cup as well, because they will be hosting in Monterrey. They're going to have some of the qualifying.
Is that in Mexico?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes. Big up, Red. Easy solution is sleep in and don't waste your time with that crap. That is an easy solution. But, you know, if I wake up, I'm still going to have to wake up tomorrow because the kickoff's at 7, so I'm at least going to have to wake up at 6:30. So I'm waking up at 6:30. What's another hour? Do you think it would be wrong of me to wake up and immediately go onto We Are Tottenham TV looking sleepy as hell?
No, me and David we'll cover for you. You know, we won't bring any attention to it at all. You have my word.
Great. Well, you know what? At least I'll represent for all the sleepy ass Americans who are watching at that hour. How about that?
Just to rock up in your gym jams.
Basically, what you're saying is I need to man up and shut up, is what you're saying?
No, well, you know, if you want to have fun with the big boys, you want to, you know, you got to make the effort, haven't you? But if you just want to fucking freeload your way to 3,000 subs, then, you know. So
speaking of freeloading our way to 3,000 subs, we are 23 subs away from the big 3K.
Wow, man.
Michael Jordan number away. So, I mean, there's about 80 people watching on all platforms. If you have not subscribed, I definitely recommend you do, or don't. Whatever, man. You can do whatever you want to do. It's a dire situation that we are in. Isn't that true? Tom Perea, Pierogi. Oi, oi, oi. Kois, kois, kois. I like that intro. How you doing? We have no good options to play at center back with Romero and Van de Ven now. Scott, I agree with you. But Paul, look at that. Someone just subbed. There you go. Someone subscribed, Paul. Big up, Scott, out there in Canada. Rolling around in the snow.
Football to your shit. That's what it is.
I don't know what that means, but I like it. Big up, Harmless Potato. How you doing? The fact Romero got sent off against Chelsea, any red card is bad. But the 3 fixtures he's missing are the toughest we had in a row so far, and he gets banned for not setting a good example. Oh, and he gets banned not setting a good example. What do you think, Paul? Is it a bad example, Romero being?
I think they're poking you. They're poking you, aren't
they? Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Big up. Oh, Scott M, what the hell? You need to eat some butter chicken and you need some curry. He's just, eat some of both of them. If Skip plays, we'll lose 8-1 to Villa. We're going to do predicted lineup, and I want everyone in the chat to get involved. Big up Nate again for the super chat. Hugo's in the house. How you doing? 3-0 Villa. Watkins Hattie's what he says. Evening all. Congrats on 100 episodes, Jacob. Big up Luca. The channel has done more than 100 episodes of, or I guess streams, but of these Untitled series, it is, in fact, the big old 100. Big up. No, big up, Luke. Appreciate you. Sorry, I got a text that super distracted me. And I was like, huh, what did I say?
See, I was covering for you there. I was laughing at James Paratrooper's comment.
Which
he
one?
Said,
Skip sucks, Dyer sucks?
Skip sucks, yeah.
Skip sucks and Dyer sucks. There you go, James.
Yeah.
Dropping in from the skies as a paratrooper. Futility's here. How you doing, Futility? Good old friend, Futility 1912 says, okay, you guys are officially fucking hilarious. Wonder what we were doing that was so funny, Paul. Big up Shamu. 1 shilling 6 pence.
Oh, is that my fee, is it? That's what I'm getting paid for this stream, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So you better strap in and get yourself ready for a 6-hour stream. Get yourself 6 shilling and 1 pence.
And at some point you're going to say, oh, I've got to look after my kid. My wife's home. You just keep streaming, Paul. Keep streaming. Keep streaming.
Oh, look at this. Big up Edward Y of Oz says there are too many Fairweather fans who will bring the knives out after a few losses. Futility, how the hell are you live streaming with yourself from the future? Now that's cool. Now that's cool. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's cool. See, that's what I need to do. Is I'm actually in 10 years, my wife and I are going to move to Australia. And I'm going to start. Mate, my name's Paul Beatty with a hot spare hippie. Was that it?
That's good enough, man.
Yeah.
You see, unfortunately, I can't give you any like share tips or sports results from the last 30 years.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fucked up of you, if I'm honest, but alas. Big up Daniel Horton says, big up Jake and Paul. Big up the furthest north Spurs fan that I've ever met.
It's Alaska, isn't it?
Alaskan Daniel Horton. How you doing? Hugo says Chelsea is the funniest result. That is a pretty funny result.
It is funny.
Evening Spurs, we're loving Big Ange. Yes, we are. You're not going anywhere anytime soon, says Gina, all the way from South Africa. I agree. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Madison now got 3 Arsenal players on his FPL team and 0 Spurs. Madison has a fantasy Premier League team? I thought that's illegal. I don't know. David Calvino says, I'm just hoping this isn't halfway in the Enid Blyton series of losing. What does that mean, Paul?
Famous 5, perhaps?
What is Enid Blyton?
Enid Blyton is a children's author from way gone back in England.
Ah.
You know, it's very middle class and, you know, white.
Okay. Very nice. Chelsea lost 4-1 without 2 men down. We would have beat them similar if we had 11.
He's on the money there.
That's a good point, Ash. Keep spitting. Rich says he's magic, you know.
He's our man. Johnny on the spot. He's our mole.
He is running game, and he knows what he's doing. Let him cook, okay? Pochettino in. I need everyone to create a fake Chelsea Twitter and say, back our man Poch when the time is tough, because he is our man on the inside. He is absolutely our man on the inside. The story of Billy Mitchell is actually fascinating, says Rich. Maybe I will have to check it out. That's 2 people.
King of Kong, man. Billy
I might
Mitchell
actually have to check it out. I can't just disregard it now. Thanks, Paul, for that. Appreciate your input.
Fuck your film.
Mike Dawes is here. Must win for Spurs.
Tottenham channel, Paul. You movie shit.
Thank you for that, Paul. Mike Dawes here says, a must win for Spurs, a must lose for everyone else. This is a Liverpool fan, so don't be fooled. He's not here to love you. He's here to talk shit. But big up Mike Dawes. He does have arguably one of the best mustaches in the YouTube world.
I thought it was Tom Selleck.
I think Tom Selleck was his father. I think Tom Selleck did a tour and visited Mike Dawes' mother a long time ago, and then a baby Mike Dawes was born. And rumor has it he came out with a full stash. Mud FC says we need a win to close the gap. We do need to. I haven't even looked at the table since Fartsenal went top of the thing. But you know what? They're all going to brag about being top of the league, Paul. But of course, you couldn't do this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. No. We don't look at the table in November, Paul. That's what I was told.
It's only 10 games in. Now it's 13. It's all fucking set in stone, isn't it?
These fucking frauds. But look, if we do win, we will overtake Liverpool, and I do think we need a win to stay in the race with the boys that don't want us to be there, if you know what I mean. And I don't know why my fucking computer, I'm so mad. That is okay. It literally just like, Paul, quit unplugging shit. You're here in the studio, you're kicking wires, and you're unplugging shit.
I've got to mimic what just happened to you, haven't I? So it doesn't spoil the illusion.
You've already spoiled it, Paul. You've already spoiled it, Paul. Don't do it again. That's 3 times. Enough is enough. Rich, you're giving away the secrets of cinema, bro. Come on.
Sorry, man. Yeah, but what people don't know is that you could do the same. You're not really there either.
Wait, now you're throwing me out. I'm not actually here either. All right, moving along. Rich, I'm looking at the table. Do you want to look at the table?
We win 8-0. We go second.
Here's a look at that. So, I was looking at this table this morning before Arsenal played, and I was like, hey, I was giving it to a few Liverpool folks, saying if we win tomorrow, we will actually overtake you in the table. So, but no one cares about the table in October, is what I was told whenever I like to reference it.
November's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big up Caption Grandma's in the house, YouTube chat member extraordinaire. Good day, brothers from other mothers. Are we playing the Spot the Difference? No. Paul is in the studio.
I am in
Paul
the
is here
studio.
in United Spurs of America Studios. Look, he even has Chewy. He brought a Chewy with him. Yeah.
It's really weird that you've sort of decked out 2 opposite corners of your room exactly the same, I must admit. I mean, that's a bit weird. I'll go and see someone about that.
Well, the thing is, I wanted to expand, as the channel grows, I wanted to expand. So I was just like, how should I build this studio? Well, my first one's doing all right. So let's just do another one, double it, and then you can double what's going on here. See, Paul, let's do the hand again. Let's show everyone that you're actually here.
Could you pass me a glass of water, please, Jacob?
Yes. 1 second.
How did I do it before? Oh, hang on. There we go.
Here you go. Here you go, Paul. You got to put your whole arm out to make it.
Hang on.
Fucking no.
There. Look.
Oh,
You could. There we go. Oh, thanks, Jacob.
There you go, everybody.
That's the magic of cinema, mates.
Hey, this is the magic of cinema. There's almost
ILM.
There's
Spielberg. Lucas, pick up the phone. Marvel.
For the 100th episode, we flew Paul Beatty out to the studios of United Spurs of America. There's almost 100 people across all platforms. Make sure you are hitting that like. What a great moment for nearly 100 people to tune in for me handing Paul a glass of water. How sweet. Big up Ugly Fish in the house. Jay's here. How you doing? Daniel Horton says, question, Paul, I think Ainge is the best manager since Redknapp, maybe even since the General.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Keith Birkinshaw's a pretty high benchmark as well. But we'll see what Ainge can do, man. I mean, Ainge is the man. That's what Ainge is the man. When I hear people like Steve Perryman and fans that were around in the 60s when we were the best football team the world has ever seen, and they're saying that there's a bit of Bill Nick vibes about the guy, who am I to argue with that?
Yeah, who am I to argue with that? Ran is actually peeking behind the curtain of our production extraordinaire here. I flew out to Australia
all your shit
with Chewy and all my shit.
Get your shit out my fucking house.
He cleared out 2 whole rooms so we could double up the set and move it. Paul, your new setup is super clean and your audio is great. Yes, Paul
Thanks,
does
man.
have some fantastic setup going on over there. Let me go ahead and get that tagged in the title here. But look, big up to whoever that was that went and subscribed to the channel, because now we are 22 away. We are Brennan Johnson amount of subs away from fucking the target I mentioned earlier. Paul, this is where you say something to help clear the dead space.
What are you doing, Jacob?
I was putting Hotspur Hippie in the description of this video.
I was supposed to distract away from it. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. So I could put, yeah. See that the magic here of cinema. But no worries, I'm done now, so I can keep.
All right.
I'm trying to do. Hey, big up everybody. Big up everybody. Paul's. We don't know where he went. Bob Down Under. Big up Bob. Good day, Jacob and Paul. Congrats on 100. Win, lose, or draw. I want to see Ainge Ball versus Villa, and it will be a real win.
That's the spirit, man.
I like that as well. Big up. There you go, Ugly Fish. That is all the proof you need. I handed him a glass of water. Big up Liverpool 12th man. Big up yourself, my friend. Big up Rich. Ainge isn't even the best manager since Conte.
Scott, bless him.
Love you, Scott. It might be cold out there.
Man? Who do you want? Who do you want to be manager?
I think he said Nagelsmann back in the day.
Fuck off. Fuck off, man. That's Actually, you know, I was speaking to a German the other day, and he was talking about Nagelsmann and why he got the boot from, was it Bayern Munich? Because he would rock up to training in his skinny jeans on a scooter. You can't have the gaffer fucking about on a scooter. Nagelsmann.
Genuine had a song called In Those Jeans, and there was a question he asked repetitively throughout the entire production of this musical track, Paul. And I'll tell you the quote. It says, quote, tell me, is there any more room for me in those jeans? And I think we know the answer for Nagelsmann would be no, because there's barely enough room for Nagelsmann. Let's have it honest. Big up Chelsea Blue and Blue in the house, hitting up the likes. Question from Nita says, do you think we need to tighten up the gap, defense or midfield, up or down without Screwface? I do think we need to tighten the gap, because look, if I think we'll get the draw, and that'll put us at 27 points, which would still be a point behind Liverpool. But if we get the win, then I think all's well in the hood, because we jump to third and we stay in and around. Look, if we can maintain some kind of in and around the area until January, when we actually can do something about this squad depth, then I think I like our chances and our prospects going forward. And then I think we could say we've almost pretty much locked up top 4 at that point. But without looking ahead, there's still a lot of shit coming up in December, Paul. So
I'm just, I remember when I looked at the fixtures at the beginning of the year, I'm just going to have a look. There was a real tasty purple patch for about like 3 months next year where we're just playing arse teams. So if we lose sight a little bit at the moment, I'm not too worried. I'll just do some research for you, Jacob.
Hell yeah. Don't know what he's researching, but I'm glad to see he's being proactive here in the studios of United Spurs of America. Craig says, imagine Ainge rocking up in a scooter. That'd be absolutely hilarious. Moataz Mahmoud says, from a Liverpool fan, we were so bad today. I did not wake up. That is actually one of the tomorrow, because eventually I'm going to hop on a Liverpool stream at some point. Shout out Hazam, but I will be talking about it, but I need to watch it in order to be able to talk my shit. But hey, a 1-1 draw sounds kind of boring, if I'm honest, but not as boring as Arsenal versus Brentford. That was a absolute snooze fest. Pick up. Scott M says, under Levy, doesn't matter who the manager is, nobody will succeed. But yes, if Levy was gone, considering realistic options, Nagelsmann would be my choice. So, Scott, you are not asking Nagelsmann the genuine question? That's my next question for you. Ainge would rock up in a 79 Barracuda.
Yes, man. A Tirana.
Big up, lads. Big up, Ravi. Thoughts on how Spurs control the game versus Villa? Let's get into it, Paul. It is time. This is supposed to be a final preview before the big day tomorrow. And no, not wedding day, Aston Villa day. This is a team that I think a lot of people, Paul, have said, look, they are great with Unai Emery. They are playing European ball. They finished above us last season. In the summer, they had a very good summer as far as getting some acquisitions. The John McGinn, Sean was up here yesterday lauding over the man's thighs. Now, I'm not sure what his thighs exactly are going to produce for us tomorrow. Not sure how high up the shorts are going to be on John McGinn. But Moussa Diaby is a right winger that, honestly, I would have taken over Kulusevski. When we signed and made Kulusevski deal official, I was actually like, why did we do that? I didn't even know Moussa Diaby was for sale. So Kulusevski was a part of Tottenham Hotspur before Ange Postecoglou was officially a part of Tottenham Hotspur. And to me, he doesn't seem like an Ange-style winger. So when I look at Aston Villa's side, I actually get a little bit worried because I look at some of their options and I think to myself, damn, those guys could actually walk in. Like, I don't know if I want to do a combined Spurs-Aston Villa 11 or if I want to do what we think Spurs starting 11 is going to be.
I Spurs starting 11 because my combined 11 would just be all the Tottenham players. I don't care.
You know,
it's
that is
Aston Villa. It's only Aston Villa.
Moussa Diaby, Ollie Watkins, a lot of players coming into great form. Douglas Luiz as well has been a very great midfielder. And not to mention he's dating Ashley Lehman, which if you don't know who, or Alicia Lehman, whatever her name is. I think that at least they were dating a few years ago. I remember Douglas Luiz. So he's got game on and off the pitch. That is confirmed. Trying to think who else Aston Villa got. Tyrone Mings got injured.
I'm glad she's got her life back together since I dumped her. You know, she's found her way.
Yeah, I heard it was tough for her to get after that. Yeah, she said she couldn't go to Australia because she played for.
I mean, you mentioned all those players, but Heung-min Son, man, is absolutely on fire at the moment. Heung-min Son, Brennan Johnson.
Let me say what Sean was saying to me yesterday, which was that Son has been absolutely atrocious and he did nothing versus Wolves.
I don't know.
Well, maybe he didn't say absolutely atrocious, but he said that he had one of his worst games versus Wolves and he offered absolutely nothing.
Look, we didn't. Ange said it in his press conference. We didn't play well, so Son's part of that. But I mean, no, Son's brilliant. He's had a very good international break. He's pumped. I don't know why do people. I don't know. I don't know why people bag our good players like Romero and Son. I don't understand it, man.
Nate's asking, Paul, are you ever going to come to Sydney, Spurs, Surrey Hills Hotel to watch?
Well,
this sounds like a proposition you'd get on Craigslist, and you'd be like, I don't know, sir. This sounds like a dodgy invitation to a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn.
Well, there's a story behind this, Nate.
Okay.
There is a story. If you go to the Tottenham Hotspurs, the Sydney chapter membership, it says there quite clearly on the website, we meet at the Surrey Hills Hotel for match days. Relive the atmosphere of a North London pub. So I fucking went there one day for a game and it was closed. So I can't find anywhere what games are on at that. I would go. I would definitely go. I do want to go. But I don't know what games are on there. So, Nate, if you can help me out, man, and let me know what games are on, like if it's on tonight or whatever, I might pop along. But, you know, it's obviously not every game that's shown. You're on mute, man, I think.
Yeah, I was. And then because of the update, I did some kind of scroll and the whole fucking screen went away. So love the technology that's going on here.
Fuck the duck.
It's not the duck, bro. It's the Mac operating system. My Mac updated to the newest operating system. Look, if I do thumbs up, look, there's like, it'll give you an emoji. Or if I do like, there's some kind of, I was doing it yesterday and I did like a thumbs up. And then it was like, bloop, it did a thumbs up. And then I did another thing and it was like fireworks. And I need to work on those. There you go. Sonny loves a goal versus Villa. He does, doesn't he? Here's what they're predicting their lineup to be as far as Aston Villa. And what I always say is you can't spell Aston Villa without ass. So at the right back, they have Matty Cash, whom some people have said has been one of the best right backs this season. Some have said that. I would disagree. I think Pedro Porro's been better, but hey, They don't want to hear that from Spurs
so this
fans.
is SofaScore. Is this like a predicted lineup they've done? Is that I've not seen this before.
Yeah, so like you can go and like try and look at the preview, and it'll give you whom they believe to be starting before they actually. Yeah. Big up Patty says, Jacob, send me Paul's details and I will get on to Paul in Osper to make contact with him for his meetups. Patty Hartnett runs Limerick Spurs, whom you would know because it's a banner right behind you, Paul. To your left.
No, Pat, I know. I've seen Paddy round the traps loads, man.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. No, that's cool. That'd be cool. But Spurs should update their bloody website. It's not every game. I turn up there. I was knocking on the window, and the guy in the pub just said, "We closed."
Who the fuck?
Off. What are you doing? Why do you want a beer at 5 a.m.?
Let's see here. This question: if Nagelsmann equals a scooter, what would be the best vehicle for Ainge? Ford Interceptor? I don't know what that is.
I reckon he's a Tirana.
I would say a Range Rover 4x4 Outback style.
You reckon?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Utility man.
He'd be driving an old Ford or Holden. He said it in an interview when he was taking Ferenc Puskás to the airport in his crappy old car. He said what it was. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a Datsun or something like that. But that's what Ange is, man.
Anywho, that's always fun to think. What would he be if he was a car? Look, they're saying Yuri Tielemans to start. I don't actually think Yuri Tielemans will be the guy starting. But let me see their roster. Boubacar Kamara has also been pretty decent. John McGinn, another player that people think could tear us up. Watkins have been a formidable little duo up there with each other. Again, Moussa Diaby is a guy that I would have loved for us to sign in summer. I didn't know he was for sale. Did not know he was for sale at all. But look, I look at their side and I see, frankly, a side that's going to attack us more often and with better quality than Wolves. And if they're able to do that, then what's to say that they wouldn't win, Paul? What's to say that they shouldn't win? If we go out there with Ben Davies, Eric Dyer, Emerson Royale, which I actually don't think it will be Emerson Royale. I think it's going to be Destiny because he said he's good to go.
He's good to go, yeah. We're just going to score more goals than them. That's what it's going to come down to.
Ugly Fish says there's 4 central mids in that predicted lineup. He thinks Zaniolo will play. So Ollie Watkins, Zaniolo, and Moussa Diaby instead of Yuri Tillman. So their midfield will be John McGinn, Boubacar Kamara, and Douglas Luiz. Big up Mountain Bush, man.
Hey, stay
Big up Mountain Bush, man. Paul Torres, I didn't rate him, and when we were linked with him, I didn't really want him. Luka Dean has been someone would say decent left back. I mean, in a market of very low quality left backs, they got him on a free, I believe, when they signed. Oh, what's his name? I don't remember his name. But look, I look at their side. I think, Paul, that they're going to present us a lot of problems.
You reckon? Oh, they could
Absolutely.
do. They could do, but. Oh, no, I'm still this rough patch we're going through. I'm still pinning it on the fact that our front three is going to get firing, and when that happens, we're going to score way more goals than we have been.
Are you concerned though, Paul, that Zaniolo, Ollie Watkins, Moussa Diaby, first of all, meeting the likes of Eric Dyer and Ben Davies? You're not concerned when I say that?
I am concerned about that because they're shit.
And all three of them outrun both of them.
But we've got Vicario keeping it up. You know, why not play Vicario at centre back and put Fraser Foster in goal? How about that?
Wait, did I see you doing that in
Someone
one of your
said that on my
shows?
stream.
Yeah.
So
I thought I was
who
watching. I was like,
suggested
"What's going on over there? Is Fraser Forster in there?" And hey, Vicario, when we were playing the High Line versus Chelsea, he was doing a good job getting up there and sweeping.
I've never seen a keeper
maybe not
do
a bad
stuff
shout
like that.
there.
It was amazing.
Chaz Ladd says, "Is Papa Matasar going to be available? Does anyone know?" Per the press conference, I'm led to believe that no, he will not.
Ange is a bit wily, though. Ange didn't categorically rule him out. He just said,
did you see what happened with, but did you see Abrici Eze? He had a little something. He was trying to come back for Crystal Palace. He had him and Elise both had their first start today. And at the start of halftime, he had to come off because of something. He was basically, it looked like he got rushed back, and maybe he shouldn't have. So I saw that, and it got me a little concerned. Maybe Bentancur shouldn't be rushed back, but I did see him play 86 minutes for his national team, so that leads me to believe that he's good to go. But Papa Matisar maybe then lends me to believe that he shouldn't start.
I heard what Kuva said yesterday. I mean, I'm no medical expert, but when Kuva, it sort of makes sense to me when Kuva says, if his ACL it's either on or off, isn't it? If it's fixed, he's good to go. It's not like a muscle rehabilitation.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's an absolutely good point.
No, if Sarr's not ready, Ange won't play. I think Ange, we've seen it already, and it has been criticised a little bit. The first few matches of the season where he'd be taking Son off early, and he's just looking after the fitness of the player. He's playing the long game, so if Sarr's not ready, he won't be playing. I've got a sneaky suspicion we'll see a half out of him, though. I hope so. Maybe. It's either him or bloody Skip then, isn't it? Fuck.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think Lo Celso...
stick one of these on him.
And he turns to shit.
Turns to shit.
He turns to absolute poo-poo. Jeez. My midfield three. Look, we're not building our. I do have this, so we will be building our 11 here, Paul, together. So don't you go anywhere. Job than me. I'm more doing this to look at their opposition, whereas this is not.
It's a bit weak, isn't it?
This looks fucking shitty, if I'm honest.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking at that, and maybe Paul and I can build something better.
What we got though, we need the tools, don't we?
We've got some tools. I don't even know if some of these players are even in the database for the lineup builder website.
They're not.
Hey, we'll find out.
They're not, man. I tried to put some in. I think I know who you're talking about. I couldn't find them in there, so I had to pick someone's name who was almost spelt the same from Germany.
Let me see here. All right. Well, look. As far as goalkeeper, I think this year our goalkeeper has been
the best.
And even if you argue that he wasn't been the best, it's second. And the only person people have put above him that I've heard is Allison. And I think this year Vicario's been better personally.
Just looking at that, because I can read it, because I figured out how to make this full screen now, so I don't have to squint.
Oh, there you
go. What did you reckon of Martinez in the Argentina-Brazil game, man? Because I thought he was a little bit off.
I didn't think he had a whole lot to do.
Right, yeah.
Christian Romero saved him from a goal as well.
Yeah, bloody hell, man, he did.
And the thing as a goalkeeper, like, sometimes you don't want to have a bunch of shots taken at you, but sometimes you want some action, right? Because if I'm out there just standing there,
you're going to get the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, how is he going to post that photo on Instagram where you're like,
yeah,
how is she going to post that?
His nose, looking at his watch.
Spurs GCTV, we will be building the lineup, so stick around and give me your suggestions then. We will be building lineups together. Hamza's Piano's here. Big up to you. Says, big up, you have to play defense to win tomorrow. We have Dyer and Davies.
We ain't fucking doing that, mate.
640. So look at Eric Dyer's fucking score on SofaScore. The worst.
It was 6.86 last year, I think. There's just that great big orange stain, like someone's had eaten too much menudo or something, and it's just all passed out as orange blob.
Menudo is actually a staple of Thanksgiving here in El Paso. So, where's Basuma? He is suspended.
Naughty boy.
Anyone have any info about Allison's injury? Klopp said not good. He sounded very upset about that injury. I think he's fucked up. I don't know. I think he's fucked up.
I'll do research for you.
Their backup Kelleher, actually, I don't think he's too bad in my opinion. Scott says Allison's been the best this year. I have Ederson second, but maybe you should give Pope credit with injuries. Scott, you're trying real hard to not say Vicario's been good when I just think that is just not true. Pick up Hugo.
So Allison and Jota are out, and Klopp said it's cast a shadow. That's it. Liverpool are out of the title race. It's just down to us and Man City now. That's a big hole for Liverpool, man. Who's their second string keeper? Are they going to get Ben Foster back, are they? Or something like that?
I don't know.
It's all right. I'm going to have a look for you.
There you go. And while he does that, as you can see, I'm going to get the foundational work here on the 11. On the players that I know for sure are going to be starting. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, I think... Yeah, I think that's going to have to be there. I think Pedro Porro starts at right back as well. That should be pretty easy. Udogi's back. So that's another shoe-in. What are you laughing at?
It's just a bit scant how many shoe-ins we've got available at the moment, isn't it? Look at it.
We're running out of shoe-ins here, Paul.
The Destiny coming back is going to make us perform a lot better than we did against Villa, I think. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I know. Hey, thanks,
man. It's that big fucking hole in front of Vicario, isn't it? It's just...
it is gaping. It is
bend
gaping.
Bend over the bonnet of a car, drop your trousers, come on in, sailor. This is going to happen.
Big up Daniel Sandoval. Ash says, do you think Basuma gets another 5 cards before they get wiped out at game 19? No. No way. Shirley, but don't call me Shirley. Spurs GCTV says Johnson up front. Big up Adrian Troca. We're saying Johnson's getting the start. He couldn't even run fucking 60 minutes last week or 2 weeks ago. You think he gets a start?
Yeah, I think so. Welsh Gal was saying that he did well for Wales. So, yeah, stick him in.
Right winger on the left. Love to see it. Paul, why do you think we don't just switch Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson's sides? Let the left-footed winger be on the left wing and the right-footed winger be on the right wing.
Maybe if Kulu went on the other side, because he always turns the same way, he just run off the pitch. That's all he can do. Oh shit, done it again. Sorry, Ange.
Just keeps cutting in, but actually cutting out.
Yeah.
Absolutely atrocious. Why don't we try anything different? Well, I mean, I understand we want to play our certain way, but like as far as this front three, why don't we try, like at this juncture, I'm going to just throw it out there. I've heard people talking about it. Kulusevski at the 10, because some people say a 10 has to be 2-footed, so I hear them on that argument. Why don't we change up this up front at all?
Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I've got nothing for you. I'm sorry, man. I just don't know. That's it.
You're an absolute fraud.
Shameful.
Speaking of fraud, I see TJ Warren in the chat. How you doing, TJ Warren?
Disrespecting me.
Says, mod me, you absolute fraud. You know what? I'll sell a mod for $2. Fuck it. Here you go. There you go. Actually, it's because TJ Warren.
Man of principle.
No, it's actually because TJ Warren's a good dude. I mean, he's a waffle merchant. He's a fraudulent human being and a fan. And he makes shitty decisions as a human. But like as a guy, he's a nice guy. And I definitely say go subscribe to TJ Warren. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate that. You're now a mod, you absolute fraud. So you can plug your channel. You absolute fraudulent human being. But big up, thank you for the donation. Let's see, did I miss? Adrian says, guys, don't panic. We got this. Well, thanks, Adrian. We're trying hard to not panic. Paul's panicking. But don't worry. He's still here in the studios. United Spurs of America, don't you worry about that. Did I miss anyone's suggestions? Donnelly as center back.
Donnelly is centre back. I don't know about that.
It's Dorrington.
Dorrington, yeah.
Yeah. It's confusing, though, because they're both D names. But I would say Dorrington is a shout. Played alongside Ashley Phillips a lot, but we for sure have no Ashley Phillips. I know that much. Look, I don't want to do center backs yet. I think that's going to be difficult. Let's focus on the midfield. We have problems, Paul. We have problems. I'm looking at this. We have fucking problems.
That's why I'm treating this game against Villa as kind of, I don't know, just a bit of a comedy farce sort of thing. It's just, I don't know what the fuck, who the fuck are we going to play? What's the score going to be? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, midfield, man. What do you reckon? Gio Lo Celso?
I'm saying I'm starting Bentancur.
Absolutely.
This motherfucker better start because he started for Uruguay. He played 83 minutes.
Back off, Rodri, man. Don't you motherfucker him.
It was a loving motherfucker. Like, motherfucker, Paul. Like, here in the South, we throw out motherfuckers like salt and sugar shakers. You know what I mean?
It's like us and the word that will get you instantly demonetized.
Say it, Paul. Don't be scared. Don't be a pussy, Paul. Say it.
I can't say it.
There you go. Sorry, meant Dorrington. It's late here. Brain not functioning. Yeah, it's what I'm saying. It is confusing. Dorrington, Donnelly.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, man.
You can't be mad if Ainge plays Dyer and Davies. His hands are tied.
Yep.
Again, I don't want to ugly fish. You were ugly fish making me think about the center backs. I don't want to think about these center backs right now. I just really don't. Howie's saying midfield, Højbjerg, Benny, Skippy. I definitely think everyone's going to... Why is Jacob so aggressive today?
Oh, hang on. Maybe... Oh, no. Look, I'm talking ahead. It's your show. Sorry, man. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say maybe Pierre at centre-back.
I was going to suggest Emerson Royale at the right-sided centre-back. Do you think he could do better at what Eric Dyer's asked to do than Eric Dyer could?
Yes.
So based on that...
Yes, okay. It's not like Romero. Would you put him in instead of Romero? No, but yeah, Dyer and Davies. Yeah, I think Royale.
Højbjerg and Gio is what Spurs GCTV is saying. Yikes, oh yikes. Over 100 people across all platforms. Make sure you are hitting that like, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Make sure you are voting as well. 80 votes, 70 likes, 10 fraudulent people that, hey, they want to vote, but they don't want to like. That's okay. 44% says Ainge has a master plan to get the dub. Paul, almost half the people voting are saying Ainge got the master plan.
He's got something up his sleeve.
That's what I'm hoping. Bro's had 2 weeks to cook. I'm hoping that there's something sneaky up his sleeve that we're just not quite anticipating. I'm hoping. Anyway. Big up Sahara says Skip and Højbjerg is atrocious as... I don't know if that was my wife or my son. Skip and Højbjerg is atrocious midfielders. It's suicidal. It's similar to Dyer and Davies playing in defense. Interesting.
I think when you had Skip and Højbjerg playing in the two-man midfield last year, which it was absolutely dreadful. But well, Højbjerg, if he's next to Bentancur, he's all right. You know, Bentancur was brilliant before he got injured, and Pierre was doing all right next to him. So, but Skip, man, he worries me. Skip worries me.
Scott says, I'd rather see 9 men than see Dyer, Royale, or Højbjerg. Yikes. It's tough out here, y'all. It is tough out here. Emerson Wright, center back. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right. No, I concur. I think that sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
Stick him in.
I just think that whatever you ask him to do in that role, he could do it better than what you would ask Eric Dyer to do in that role.
Yep.
All right. Kind of like that. Hey, big up Philly.
Maybe everything's going to be okay.
Look, Emerson Royale started for Brazil. All right.
Brazil was shit though, weren't they?
But we're talking about, did he start or did he not start?
He
Paul,
did start.
He did start, and in the first half, he had a big chance created. He had a beautiful cross. The guy just couldn't head it in the net. He almost had an assist. Yeah, Paul, I agree. Højbjerg is a good partnership with Bentancur. They did work together a lot. Yeah, so let's go ahead and put Højbjerg in there. I think based on merit, he's been kind of a dog for. Maybe I need to put Pierre.
That's the way I do it, man. I haven't got the funny letter on my keyboard, so it's got to be Pierre when I'm searching for him.
Yeah, I don't have that O thing.
I think we're building a winning outfit here, man. I think
we're putting some pieces together here, Paul. We're kind of putting some pieces together here.
Yeah.
Spurs, to be honest, we could predict until the cows come home. Just need to trust that Ainge has a plan. Sure.
Oh, well, end the stream then, man. There's no point.
Scott says, if forced to play him, I prefer Royale as right center back than right back. So there we go. We've got Paul on board with our Emerson Royale, right center back.
We're forcing Scott.
What do you think, Davies?
No.
No?
I'd go Dorrington, man.
Dorrington with Emerson Royale playing out of position? I feel like you would want a more veteran, seasoned head who's like, I know Emerson Royale and I have an idea.
Who's slower. Yeah, let's get someone who's slower, who's crap. Yeah, I like your thinking, Jacob.
Well, he can be our anchor point back there, the furthest man back type of thing. No hope
Dorrington.
there, no?
Nah, Dorrington.
All right, Chad, what are we saying here? I
reckon it could. You know what it could be? It could be Dorrington and Davies as centre backs.
I would rather, if Dorrington starts, I would rather see Dorrington start with Davies than start with Emerson Royale.
Okay, so who are you going to stick in there? Who's the other?
I'm saying Davies. I'm saying Davies and Emerson Royale. I think that back line is at least not a bunch of. I mean, Davies and Emerson Royale are kind of bozos, but I feel like the least bozo of all the bozos. You put Dyer and Davies in there, it's bozo.
King of the bozos.
Yeah, we're going high up the bozo totem pole, and we're selecting only the cream of the crop in the bozo world. So
I thought you were a big fan of bringing the youth in, though, man.
Dorrington has played left-sided Faz Radfar, and the games that I've seen him play is left-sided center back. Ashley Phillips as the right-sided center back. Ellie says defense: Poro, Emerson, Dorrington, Udogi. Midfield: Benny, Sarr, and Højbjerg. Sarr's not going to play. I don't think Sarr's going to play personally. I don't think he's going to start. I don't think he's going to start with a guy who's not 100%. I think he may bring him out like a Bentancur type of substitution, bring him on 60, 70 minute.
I reckon Ange just might be playing a game of poker there, He might be just... He's done it before. Remember Bentancur? We didn't expect him to appear, come back so soon. He was saying, "Oh no, it's going to be December. He's not. And then poof, there he is on the pitch. So I don't know, but maybe we'll just assume he's not going to play because it makes this selection more fun.
Yeah. See,
you go with Davies. It's your stream, man. I mean,
no, I'm just. I mean, hey, it's
plus Dorrington's not in the database,
and Dorrington is not a savable face. I'm gonna put Davies here, just Let's put Davies here. Ben Davies. God, this is actually starting to look shitty. This is starting to look shitty, Paul.
I thought it was starting to look all right.
I'm starting to not like this anymore.
I want to go home.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm looking forward to the match tomorrow now, if I'm completely honest, because
it's going to be funny.
Absolutely. Funny haha or funny weird? What do you think?
Funny as in, fuck it. It's gone past the point of pain. I'm hurting so much I'm laughing now.
I'm looking at this, Paul, and I'm getting less and less confident of anything. I'm going to be honest. Not liking the way that this looks.
Where's your area of concern? Everywhere.
You point to it, and I'm concerned. I would say, look, let's try to break it down and look at some. Kulusevski, starting from the top, I'm going to say Kulusevski is a concern for me. I don't think versus Wolves he did anything good. If Davies plays, we lose 6-1. Davies Dorrington. It's my birthday on Tuesday, and I want. Hey, big up, Ellie. Happy early birthday. Yeah, happy early birthday, Ellie.
Happy 45th.
No Davies, please. Decent team, but need more wingbacks. Big up. Let's see. No Lo Celso from the Twitch. Big up, Steady as Shark over there on the Twitch.
There's a space there on the pitch. Who's going to be in that space? I wonder.
I don't want it to be Lo Celso. I don't want it to be.
I don't want it to be him either, man. He did a good couple of corners for Argentina. Why doesn't he fucking do that for us?
He's a bozo. He is a bozo. I love this answer from Howard. Area of concern, the pitch.
Everywhere inside the rectangle.
I'm not liking the way this squad's shaping up. When we were looking at it, we're like, okay, we're starting to. And I think in about 10 minutes, it went from, okay, we're starting to do something to, I really don't like what this is. I'm not feeling good anymore.
I'm feeling better.
Why? Please help me feel better, Paul.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I had a big breakfast. I don't know. It's look, Udogie, Vicario, Pedro Porro, Emerson Royale can do a job. Ben Davies is a bit of a worry. Bentancur in the middle with Pierre next to him, I think is good. And I think they'll press. Like when I looked at Bentancur's stats, and he was putting a lot of ground challenges in, which is a good sign as well. So he's got a bit of confidence in his old leg. So I think it's all right. I think it's all right, man.
I'm going to be honest with you, Paul. Still...
Instead of the fraudulent shyster merchant you usually are, is this honesty time with Jacob Bullraven.
Look.
This is the way it is, folks.
I'm not feeling good. I didn't eat oysters. No, I didn't have undercooked chicken. I'm looking at this, Paul. I'm not feeling good anymore. It's getting cold in my room.
I know. You turn it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, see, we're both in here. Ooh, it's getting...
Don't spoil the illusion, man.
This guy, that's 5 times this stream. You spoiled the illusion. Live and direct. But that's okay. Hey, let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Over 100 people across all platforms. Big up yourself right now. Make sure you're hitting that like, follow, subscribe, all that fun business. Haven't even got to our bench players yet. Ash, Jacob, don't be down. Even if we lose, it'll be entertaining because we won't sit back at home.
Yeah, that's my take on it as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining.
I hope you're right. I hope so. But it won't be entertaining if we lose 4-1. That's not entertaining just because there's goals going in.
It was when we did it with Chelsea. I loved that game.
I did. But not like when I look back and I remember what happened, I don't look back on it with fondness necessarily.
I reckon it was a state. Ange did an interview with Chris Sutton in the Daily Mail. I think you were talking about this the other day as well, man. And he said that it means we're all in. The players are all in. Gio was quiet, but we did 2 corners.
One of them Gabriel got dunked on, so it's kind of course, Ellie, happy birthday every single time. Could Valise do a job at 10? Just chucking it out there from Spurs GCTV.
Oh.
Alejo Valise. Now,
shake it up a bit, eh?
I will say this. When I've seen him play, I don't think he necessarily has like the end-to-end pace necessarily, but I'm not opposed. Again, let's let Kulusevski move. We've seen him shift there once, and that's when he actually scored a fucking goal, was Kulusevski operating in that 10 when we subbed out Madison and Son, and he got the goal. So I would like to see Kulusevski go into the 10, and let's let Valise or anybody come in at the right wing position.
Well, how about dropping Kulu back into right midfield there and sticking Valise or Hill up front? Not 10, not in the middle of the park, because he can only turn in one direction.
So you're saying this?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I need to put someone in there so I can, or I could just do this. We got 2 Kulusevskis. How about that?
That's it.
Yay.
Problem solved. 5-0.
That's it. Problem solved. You're so reluctant to put in Gio that you'd rather play with 10 men.
Yeah, I know.
Reluctant is a nice way of saying that for sure. So you're saying Brian Hill.
Or Valise.
Look, but if this right wing position is open, I'm going to put Johnson.
Bung Johnson.
Because that's his natural position.
See, it's all coming together now.
Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better again, Paul. I'm feeling a little bit better. But then I just looked down and I saw Ben Davies, Emerson Royale, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and I started to not feel as good inside again.
I think Pierre will be all right. Next to Bentancur. They were really good. They were really good together last year.
That's a really good point. That makes me feel better about Højbjerg being in there with Bentancur, because last year it was just them two road dogging it, and one was the anchor, one was the creative force that was also an anchor as well. To whatever degree you could say that. Look, I'm fucking trying, Paul. I'm trying, bro.
My best fucking shot. I could have been a contender.
All we are saying is give Hill a chance.
Maybe you're just gonna rise and you'll just kiss 3,000 subs before the other part of the parabola takes over.
Let's see. Did we lose some subs because of
You're doing great, man. You're doing great.
Am I all right? Am I doing okay?
You're doing great.
We're holding on here, bro. We're holding on. Yeah. Hey, look at that. 21 subs away from 3K now, Paul. 21 subs away from 3K. Isn't that sweet?
Have I got some shitty accounts I can sub with? That'll help, won't it?
No, that'll always help. But I want to do it authentically. I want 21 more living, breathing. I mean, but if one of your extra accounts... Whoa. Did I just flip-flop live on air?
One little fake account.
A little fake account won't hurt. Well, come on now. Come on, let that thing up. Oh, my goodness. You feeling better about this, Paul, but I don't know if I'm okay with Brian Hill at the left wing.
No.
But who else do we got?
Police.
Rich says Hill has to start tomorrow. Otherwise, when else?
Maybe never. Donnelly? What about Donnelly? Where's Donnelly play?
Donnelly plays, I believe, in the 10.
People within numbers. You mean in the middle of the pitch or something?
Basically where we're like James Maddison.
Right, okay. Okay.
And he gets assists and goals. And I think for England, he was playing as the right winger, right striker.
Right. Well,
So you're saying maybe Donnelly and then Kulusevski actually does go back up? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Paul, to sneeze, if you don't mind just talking for a second.
So Jacob is clearing the mucus from his nose. He's doing a nice sneeze.
I didn't actually sneeze now, thank you, because that was just a great... I was like, what is Paul going to say here? And it made me think about that instead of the sneeze.
I'd commentate on your sneeze.
Hill starts an FA Cup January round or 2 before being loaned out again, says Timmy. 17-year-old Mikey Moore started in midfield today for... 17-year-old Miley started for Newcastle.
Mikey Moore, man.
And Donnelly can't get any minutes yet. This must change. So maybe Donnelly's got to get in there. Why are you guys always talking about a club that never seems to air?
Unfortunately, it looks like all my dodgy accounts are already subscribed to your channel. I'm sorry, you're a big fake.
I'm a fraud. Unsubscribe from all of them right now.
Okay, I'll unsubscribe.
What is Cool saying? Why are you guys always talking about a club that never seems to air? What club? What air? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
All we were saying is give Hill a chance. They're telling me to give Hill a chance.
Why?
I don't know. I think people really like him a lot. They like him a lot, Paul.
He's all right. I mean, I just haven't seen enough of him, to be fair. So,
What does it mean? We always air. What does that mean?
we always
Is that some UK
air.
slang?
Oh,
I
maybe
don't know what that means.
the English language has moved on since I left there. If that's we always air.
Oxygen, air. Spurs never seem to elevate. Oh, why are we talking about Spurs when we're a club that never breathe air? I'm going to move it along because, yeah, ugly fish don't. I don't know what it means. Daniel says Hill is too lightweight for this league, unfortunately.
I don't know about lightweight. I just don't think he's good enough because you can be light. You can be
I think
light
both
and
are
play
true.
football.
I think
Okay.
both are true.
But
Because
you can't
Solomon's
be
light, but he wasn't getting pushed over as easy as Hill.
That's true.
Brian Hill was like, you breathe on the man, he falling over.
Yeah.
I have no hope or faith in the man, but everyone wants to give him a chance. I'm saying maybe we just put Kulusevski back up in the wing, and then we let Donnelly play. But is it too much to throw the young? This is what the discussion was yesterday. I'm getting the Wi-Fi signal, so sorry if I'm dropping out.
No, you're cool.
We were talking about this, and they said like throwing a young kid in the pool, the deep end with sharks, is too much of a test to see if they can swim. Do you think it would be too much to throw Donnelly into the? Donnelly's been playing all over the place, so I think he'd be all right.
I'd stick him in.
Yeah, why not?
The only thing, like when you bring in, I guess the argument is when you bring in young players, you want to do it while you've got a strong, strong team around him.
Yeah.
Instead of a bunch of bozos. But
Well, good thing we're building that right here, not a bunch of bozos.
But if he's, it doesn't matter how old he is. He's got to, if he's ready, he's ready. Stick him in. I mean, I think the other thing is if you played one or two youngsters tonight, I think the pressure in some ways is kind of off them because is anyone really expecting us to go out there and set the pitch on fire tonight? I'm not sure they are. So it might be a good chance to put them in, see what they can do.
Fair
and
enough.
You never know. Magic can happen.
You never know when magic will happen, when it may occur, or when you can catch lightning in a bottle.
That's it.
And I think there was a good point brought up that Newcastle, this Champions League side, the revamped Newcastle, started a 17-year-old today and still got it done. If we got all this faith in Ange Postecoglou, surely, but don't call me Shirley, we got to believe that he could cook up something like that too. Get a 17, 18-year-old kid to come in here and do a job at least for a week or two, right?
Well, if he's ready, Ange will play him. If he's not, Ange won't. That's what it comes down to.
But what do you think Ange is going to do?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, now.
Okay, he's gonna play. He's going to play him. He's going to play him, Jacob. He's going to play him.
There we go. So
But
we're
he's
going
not in the
Donnelly. So I need to
database,
switch
so-
this around then.
Okay.
Well, I guess then fucking Johnson has to go back on the left. I feel bad for Brendan Johnson, He's not even getting to play on the side that he's good on because Kulusevski's just over there. Do we have a Donnelly? No?
No.
Do we have a Jamie? I guess we'll go Yvonne Jamie. Yvonne Jamie Donnelly.
Who's that guy? He looks like someone's avatar out of FIFA.
That's Jamie Donnelly.
Right, okay.
Yeah. How do we feel about that?
I'm happy about that.
The Newcastle 17-year-old who played today had the assist to Isaac's goal as well.
There you go.
Maybe that's it. Ellie says Jamie Donnelly's class. He is. He's killing it, absolutely.
Stick him in.
Wilton McDonald says, sorry, Jacob, but Paul and myself are possibly the only Spurs supporter who have not jumped off the bridge during our time of crisis. You don't normally have a situation where you lose your defenders.
Yeah,
Wilton, are you saying that I have jumped off the bridge during time of crisis?
I think he's accusing you of being a big bridge jumper.
To quote whatever band said it, shout out at whoever the fuck, step back from that ledge, my friend. I did not jump off any bridge. Who was that, Oasis? The Bee Gees? Why don't you step back from that ledge, my friend?
Drifters?
Is that Oasis?
I don't know. It doesn't ring me.
I don't know. Someone will know. Green Day? Is it Green Day? It might be Green Day. I will never understand the Hill signing. What a joke of a signing. Absolutely. That was absolutely. Scott says third eye blind. Third eye blind.
The loan deal where we gave the player back to, was it Seville, and like some money and shit, and
we gave him 20. I used to have a meme for this. We gave him Lamella 25 mil and Hill back. What the fuck is that, Paul?
I don't know. That's cray.
Well, bro, no one said that since like 2005, 2010.
Oh, I was trying to be hip with the.
No, I think that's old. That's when I was young. People said cray.
Yeah, well, look at me. I'd look stupid if I was saying what people say these days. They try hard.
Philly's throwing out. How about Kulu at the right back and Poro at the right wing? I think Kulu can defend better than Poro and Poro better than Kulu going forward. Interesting little swapperino. Paul, you're shaking your head. What do you think?
I reckon those Philly cheesesteaks are tightening up the arteries around his cerebral cortex.
But he's in NYC. It's Philly in NYC. His name is Philly.
Over. He just gets a bucket load of meat and cheese shipped over.
Oh, okay. That must be what he does. You better hope there's a swap in defense. Yeah, I'm kind of upset with the defense. Blakey was also in Last of the Summer Wine Hippie. Don't know what that means, Merovingian.
Okay, Butler.
Third eye blind. Who the fuck is Ivan Jamie? That's Jamie Donnelly. That's Jamie Donnelly, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Jamie Donnelly. Mustachio and everything. He's going to be making this stuff. This is what Paul and I came up with. This is not what we think Ange Postecoglou is going to do. This is what Paul and Jacob are going to do. No Dyer, no Lo Celso. We move.
That's it. They're gone.
They're gone. You just sound doubtful about us in this crisis, but we will be there in the end. Where will we be, Wilton? Where will we be? Number one?
Yeah.
I hope. Hey, I'll pull this stream up when we're number one, Paul. I'll pull this stream back up and be like, wow, what a fucking idiot I was. I hope so. I will love to look back and laugh in my face. And they both won the Europa League. Yep, they did. Great deal for Sevilla. Absolutely blinder of a deal for Sevilla. Big up Jacob and Paul. P.S. Who's Ivan Jamie? Yeah, you already know.
They're in a poke now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fucking internet, eh? You can't stop them. Nutters.
They're saying this is never going to happen. I do agree with you about Hill. Saw him in a friendly and he is very lightweight. It's just the feather. A feather can be beautiful and magnificent, but not a foundational piece you can build around. Start Donnelly in this match. He will do well. We did. We got Ivan Jamie Donnelly. Ivan Jamie Donnelly is ours. I'm gonna say for another 5 minutes, chat. If there's any revisions you want to this 11, let me know. Tony D says Dyer up front. That will not happen.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm not even going to entertain that.
No, what you do is you get Dyer to play up front and you just say, pretend you're a defender for Aston Villa. And the goals will just come.
Oh.
You know?
You may be cooking something, Paul. You may absolutely be cooking. Look, there's still over 100 of y'all in the house. We are not done yet, but do me a favor, hit that fucking like. Go to the description of this video. Hotspur Hippie, The name is in there. Click it. Go subscribe to the Hotspur Hippie right now if you have not already. But let's get those likes up. Over 100 people sustained for quite some time now. We should be over 100 likes, Shirley, but don't call me Shirley. It'd be very nice if we do that. But if we don't, no hard feelings. You're absolute frauds. So that's okay. Let's see here.
Oh,
Ellie says our Loanies won 2 trophies, and Domble won the league with Napoli, Kill with Sevilla. We also had 1 relegation Winks with Sampdoria. Winks did ride the relegation train. He did. I do remember that. That was, that's kind of what he gets. I will be honest. That's what he gets because.
How's he? Have you been following? Because I know you're a big Harry Winks buff. Have you been following how he's been doing for Leicester City?
They're saying he's potentially the player of the season in the league.
Oh, well, there you go. Water always finds its own level, doesn't it?
Oh, man. I think.
Just look at Burnley now. Oh, setting the Premier League on fire.
You know what's hilarious about that? Is who were they playing? West Ham. They let West Ham. They went up a goal. They were 1-0 at one point, and then they let West Ham come back and beat them. Absolute madness. Yeah, Jamie Donnelly does look just a little bit different in that photo. Just a little, the mustache. Great squad, boys. Enjoy your lunch. Big up Ange Postecoglou.
Hey, Ange is here.
Ange is here. Don't worry, Ange is here.
Are you going to play him, Ange?
Maravingan says... Who says Winks was always good? No, you're nope, you're here trolling me. Winks was suspended today. Oh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Same team but switched Johnson and Kulu. Well, why don't we ever do it?
Because he runs off the pitch.
Ratchet Arsenal says biggest club in London, top of the league. I was told when we were first, we don't look at the league in October. Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't count. Nah.
Don't count, bro. Don't count, bro. We don't look at the table in November is what I was told. So let's not look at it now.
Yep.
But, man.
Enjoy it.
So, Paul, with this lineup, let's get to score predictions and goal scorers. The final thing here on the preview of Aston Villa that we like to do here. So chat, this is your time. I will see them. We will go through them all before I give my predictions. Paul will give his, and hopefully he'll ramble on long enough that it'll allow some of y'all in the chat to get involved and really let your score predictions be heard.
You're very good at giving these subtle directions. It's I can tell you've been in the media for 12 years, man. It's good. Look, do you want my prediction? Is that what you're saying?
With this, yeah.
With this lineup,
yeah.
I'm hoping for just a fun time out. I'm going 5-3 to Tottenham.
5-3.
I do. I have to keep on talking. Have they not?
There's not been one score prediction. Okay, there has been one, but it's from an Arsenal fan, and it's not a good one for us.
Well, that doesn't count, does it? Arsenal are playing crap this year. Good.
Let's see what y'all are saying here.
So who the score is going to be? So if I'm saying 5, I reckon a Sonny hat-trick, a banger from Bentancur, and Brennan Johnson.
Hit me with that one more time. I was not listening. My son was yelling, and it took my attention away. I apologize.
That's understandable.
I'm going to need you to just do that one more time for me.
Responsible father. I think the 5 goals we're going to score is going to be a Son hat-trick and a banger from Bentancur and a cheeky little tap-in from Johnson.
Oh, very lovely. Love that little prediction there. And the
3
chat
goals
has started
will be like 2 own goals by Davies and 1 by Royale.
Let's see what the chat's saying. I see the chat is going in. Let's see what y'all say the score prediction. I fucked it up, Paul. I was supposed to pull up a banner that looks like this. I was supposed to pull that up because then that helps prompt the chat to go ahead and get their predictions in. Remember, Yvonne Jamie is Jamie Donnelly. All right, so don't get it twisted now.
They know.
Do they?
Am I giving them too much credit? Am I?
You said they know, but I've been asked.
Maybe they don't.
I've been asked. Let me know your goal scorers now. Come on now. Let's see here. First prediction. Actually, real quick, Daniel says, did anyone see that Muppet Ramsdale earlier? What a lucky prick. Absolutely. Ratchet Arsenal says...
Was there a Ramsdale comedy moment? Was there?
It was a goal kick, I believe, and he fluffed it, and then the guy shot it, and Declan Rice did his best Højbjerg impression and cleared it off the line. And then everyone was like, Declan Rice, he's our dog. And I was like, bro, Højbjerg does that every other day. What are we talking about here? Anyway, people don't like it when I say Rice is just a little bit of an above-average Højbjerg. They get really, really upset when you make those comparisons.
Crap. Well, he's worse than Højbjerg.
Shit, there goes my phone. He's good. No, he's good. He's a good player. But what he does for Arsenal and the things that everyone says he's doing so well for Arsenal are the same things people said Højbjerg is doing well for us and that he's done and that I've witnessed. Pings over the top, game-winning goals, assist that ends up winning you a game, goal line clearances, getting stuck in. These are all things that Højbjerg's done. Anyway, I don't mean to digress. But I like to say that because it really gets the Arsenal fans up in a fucking tizzy about it. They're like, no, Rice is no way. Stupid American, he doesn't know ball, you know, all that fun stuff. So you gotta love that. Make sure my phone didn't have any new cracks in it because I just dropped it. But first, prediction here from Ratchet Arsenal, Aston Villa 4, Spurs 1. You didn't let us know your goal scorers, but hey, there it is. Donovan says 2-1 Spurs. 2-1 Spurs, but I could see a 1-0 at home. I'm about to sneeze again.
Jacob is rubbing his nose. He's trying to... Are we going to get one? He's pressed the mute button so we can't hear what's going on. Ah, that's a lovely clearance. Lovely clearance. There's a good yard coming out there. There we go. Perfect. It's all right, Jake. It's all right, Jacob. I kept them distracted. No one noticed.
No one noticed at all. Appreciated that. Thank you for that. Donovan says 2-1 Spurs, but I could see a 1-0 at home. Who's your goal scorers, Donovan? Scott M says 5-1 Villa. Who's your goal scorers, Scott? Rich, 2-4 Villa. Rich is predicting a loss as well. We got Spurs fans predicting losses here.
Whoa,
we are falling down
folks.
fast. We are falling down fast. I predict you can't catch the cream of the crop, the pride of North London, in one match. Interesting there. Cool. Darren Wimbledon says 5-3. Come on, you Spurs. Love to see it, Darren, but who's scoring the goals? Ash has got a 2-2 draw. Maravingan says, Hart says 3-1. Spurs. Head says 3-1 Villa. Trust your heart, my friend. Your heart will not lead you in the wrong direction. Timmy's got a 2-2 draw. A lot of 2-2s. Ugly Fish says 4-3 Spurs. Big up Ugly Fish. Ellie says, Ratchet Arsenal, your team was so poor today. Brentford had... Oh, that's not a score prediction. Timmy says would be shocked if we keep a clean sheet.
So would I.
I don't think we're keeping... There's no fucking way we're keeping a clean sheet. No way.
So you don't pop a champagne cork for a clean sheet. Don't matter. If they score 3 goals, we'll score 4 or 5. That's the way it's going to be. Way it's going to be.
That's a good point. 3-0 Villa, says Daniel. Wow.
And you know what? If we win 5-4, there'll be some people out there saying, we let too many goals in. We win the game.
There you go. You heard it straight from Paul. We win the game. Love that. Spurs GCTV 3-1. Ivan Jaime with a hat trick. Love to see Ivan Jaime getting on the score sheet with the hat trick. Spurs GCTV. Will to McDonald. Spurs 2 and Aston Vanilla 0. I like that. Aston
We're
Vanilla.
going to lick vanilla.
Oh, very nice. Nate Pie. 3-2 Spurs. Big up, Nate. Oh, by the way, I might be doing a Pro Club stream tonight or not. I might just be playing Pro Clubs. I don't know. Hit the notification bell on the channel and you'll fucking find out. Paul, I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
Do you have the
well, me-
notification bell turned on the channel?
I don't have any notifications on my phone.
I'm going to take
'Cause
that
fuck
personally and like
I'm not having
disrespect.
some phone telling me what I can and can't do. I choose when I do things, when I read things, when I watch things. Consequently, I miss a lot, but you know. But I
So
enjoy
what you're
watching those games, man.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
It can be
I
fun.
forgot I'm the manager, aren't I? So
You are the fucking manager, so technically you have to be there.
Yeah, if I watch, you'll have a good, you will have a good result.
Yeah, we typically do better when our manager's present, helping us with the tactics and such. Steady as Shark says 2-1 Spurs will grind out a win against the odds. Love that Steady as Shark. Let's see what that poll's looking like. 102 votes in the poll. 48% of 103 votes says Ainge has a master plan to get the W. 29% says injuries will cause us pain and a loss. 18% says too many missing from the core 8 to win. So ostensibly that's what, 47% that says that we're just not going to be able to handle. And then 5% says Villa too strong of an attack for us. That might be true. But we should give it a go, I think, Paul. We're going to give it a go either way. So
yeah, fuck it. Just go out and play football, lads.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry about it.
Go play some football. Ellie, 3-2 Spurs. I got 3 out of 5 scores spot on today. Let's hope you're right about
6.
Make it 4 out of 6, Ellie. Yes. Get in. Will McDonald, Son, and Johnson. Those are his goal scorers for the 2-0. To keep a clean sheet will be absolutely special. I would say that much. Big up Nita. Doesn't look like a score prediction. Chelsea 101. That is not a score prediction. If Ainge is building his system with Spurs, he should start without Dyer. I agree.
Should's a big word.
Should. Shoulds, coulds, and woulds. Ain't they fun? Villa hit 3 crossbars, 2 posts, have 2 sent off. Dyer fires 1 that is deflected by a Villa defender, and Vicario makes 4 fantastic saves. 1-0 Spurs. Oh, interesting. I like this, Howie. This is
detailed. He's gone above and beyond, doesn't he?
I really love that.
Keep
getting your goal scorers and predictions in.
All these other busted in the arse commenters can't even be bothered to put in scorers, and he comes in with a synopsis, blow by blow, minute by minute rap.
The sun rises as Tottenham Hotspur players enjoy their last meal before they depart
dew on the grass.
The slight dew film on top of the grass lays on top like a nice cold sheet while you're warming yourself up for your morning breakfast there. And big up Ellie, Sonny 1, Johnson and Kulu for her score predictions. Bob Down Under says Spurs 3-2, Son, Kulu, and Emerson. Bob Down Under, like to see that one. Scott M scores Watkins with a brace, McGinn and Diaby with 2. Ugly Fish says Ramsdale looked like he was crying, clinging onto the ball at the end.
Because he knows it's... Why? So is Raya injured or something?
He can't play versus parent club because he's on loan.
Oh, I thought they bought him, so he's on loan.
No, he's on loan. They paid $2 million, and then the rest is on a loan. So they paid $2 million to have him this year, and then if they pick up his option, they pay another $27. I think it is.
Okay. Oh.
So he can't play against his parent club because he's technically on loan. So
right.
So they had to play Ramsdale, but I think today pretty much solidifies that it's going to be David Ray over him. Swim Master says, sorry, tuned in late, plus not been around last few days, so I'm confused regarding Ivan Jaime. We got a new player. Confused. See, Paul, you assumed everyone knew who Ivan Jaime was, but that is Jamie Donnelly. We needed a stand-in person for Jamie Donnelly.
You putting it on me? What? What? Am I in charge of this stream now? I thought it was the United Spurs of America show, and all of a sudden,
you're here in the studio.
Something goes wrong, and it's all.
Paul, you're here in the studio. You're here in the studio.
Oh yeah, I am. Yeah.
Remember when my monitor blinked? God, everyone's gonna know that I'm on a green screen. You keep doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone's going to know that I'm on a green screen. You keep doing that, Paul. You're really lifting up the skirt here, letting everyone see. Darren Wimbledon says Brendan and Son with 2. No, Brennan Son, 2 for Kulu, and 1 for Pedro. If
That's
Kulu
a
gets a
5.
brace and we win tomorrow, I'm dropping my fucking agenda. I'll drop it.
Have you
You
got an
pick us
agenda?
up
Have
when we
you?
need. I have an agenda against Kulu. Yeah, it's been slowly just building and growing and building and growing.
I like him. I didn't like him last year.
I just don't
I,
like his profile of a winger. Like, I think if he was playing the right midfield where we kind of threw him at, or even the 10, I might actually like him because his profile fits that position more. For me, I want a winger like Olise. If you saw Crystal Palace, Olise was fucking a stud. I want a winger that can stretch the pitch. I want a winger that when he cuts it in on his left foot, he takes the shot instead of looking, and then passes it. That I want to see a winger on the right also use his right foot to swing in
cutting
into
it
the
back and
box.
stuff.
I just I don't think Kulu's a bad player by any means, but he either needs to be a striker, like he plays for Sweden and he's been effective sometimes for them as a right-sided striker, or let him drop just below the front line and let him help facilitate, because literally that's what he's doing just out there on the right in isolation. Now, his hold-up play is good. I think in this league, and I'm going to shout out Flawless from Sarcasm City TV, there's a thing that he talks about called pace and power, P and P. And in this league, you need both to be effective. And Kulu's got power. He just doesn't have pace. And I want a winger to have pace. My preferred, this is Jacob. Jacob's preferred winger is a winger with pace. A more of a Brennan Johnson type winger I would prefer than a Kulu because of the ability to stretch the pitch, personally. So
Wow, that's quite an agenda, man. You let it all out there, didn't you? Sorry, man. I didn't know I was bringing like Nam flashbacks for you. Fucking.
I just get so bored watching Kulu. I'm like, the same shit over and over. Cutting it on his left, looking for the shot, doesn't find the lane.
Shoot it at the keeper. That's what he does. He shoots it. I don't know. I wouldn't. When the option to buy him came up, I wouldn't have taken it myself, because just on the back of last year, But I like him again this year. I think he's useful. He doesn't lose the ball. He presses well. But it's just the bit that he's supposed to do up front, which is a bit, bit how you're going, isn't it?
Yeah. Big up, Swim Master. Craig the Gecko Man says 2-1 Spurs, Son and Davies.
Davies! What?
Davies! Getting in on a corner, I'm assuming. Davies, hey, he gets the odd goal here and there.
Well, remember that scuff that he had? Was it one of the early games of the season? It almost looked like he got the goal. I think it was actually an own goal, but he was there. He was Johnny on the spot, ready to kick it in.
Yeah. Why not? Get on the score sheet, Davies. Hoiberry's better than Rice, says Ellie. If duo of Dyer and Davies play, we'll lose 3-1, says Patrick Duffy. Drunk Vigo says 3-0 Villa. Big up Drunk Vigo. Gotta be Son, Watkins, and Johnson as his goal scorers. Okay, he's got 2-1 Donovan. Faz Radfar 3-1 Spurs without any question. We already know it's in your name. So nice you had to say it twice. Big up Ellie says I know ball. Hey, thanks for that. I didn't know regarding Jamie, hands up. Hey, it's okay. Ball, you turned into David Attenborough.
Oh, don't.
Joe Hong says 2-1 Spurs, Son and Johnson, Watkins for them. Caption Grandma got 3-2 Gio hat trick with Dyer 2 own goals. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Sounds spot on there. Mick Dundee, Spurs 3-1. Love to see it. Swim Master says we're at home, so I think that'll give us the edge for a 2-1. All right, there you go. Get it, Spurs. Dare to do. We have to dare to do. Australian Gooner, good evening. 3 fraud, mange 1. Don't know what the hell does that mean? Is that Australian for something, Paul?
Arsenal play, a good 3 fraud, mange 1.
Oh, is Emery the fraud? So he is 3, and then Manger. I don't know what he's trying to say there, Gooner.
It's hard to get in the mind of a Gooner, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, really. You got to go down some dark paths there in life to wind up there. This isn't a song, it's a diss track. As long as Dyer doesn't touch the pitch, we have a chance. 3-2 Spurs, Son and Højbjerg. Højbjerg with a goal. Ellie will love that. I know no one will be screaming louder at White Hart Lane than Ellie. 2-1 Spurs, unfortunately. Son brace and a Watkins goal from Chelsea 101. I like a little cheeky Son brace. Let's see. Who else got a score prediction here? Hill has pace. Oh my
Hang on. What did Scott say there? Because it was...
If we win tomorrow, you will know the league is rigged. If Kulu scores 2, you know the ref had money in there.
Oh, dude.
It's kind of fun. 7 more likes till we hit 100. Big up everybody who has hit the like already. We are 20 subs away from 3K. 20 subs. Deli Alley, amount of subs away from not 2K, 3K. What am I talking about? So big up everybody who has subscribed and liked and all that jazz. It's free. It costs absolutely nothing to support what we're doing over here. What'd you guys think of the Liverpool versus City game? Jay, I did not actually get to see it. I was sleeping. It kicked off at 5:30 a.m. my time, and I only wake up for Spurs.
Good result.
Yeah, good result for us, I think. If we're still going to try and have any hope of anything. In regards to, the words that I can't say, because apparently if you say it, they're going to they're going to find you, they're going to knock on your door, and they're going to harass you if you say Spurs are fighting for something. Hold on, who's Ivan Jamie? Paul, who's Ivan Jamie?
He's our new signing.
Let's see if we got any more.
You've got to go back and watch the first 1 hour, 52 minutes, and then it will make sense.
All right. Jay Kismet, I'm going with a 2-2 Spurs. All right. I'll take it. I'll take a 2-2.
No. What kind of yellow belly are you?
I'm scared.
I'll take a draw. I hate that talk. When people, would you take a draw now? Yeah, I'll quiver and take a draw. Bollocks! We're going to go and fucking win it. That's what we're going to do.
This is a new name in the chat. Sergios Sergui. Sergios. I'm sorry I did not pronounce your last name right. Says, just do not play Dyer. He is awful. Look, we built an 11 where you don't have to.
Dyerless.
Is direless. Dyer-free diet is the life I'm trying to live. Let's see. Ash says we can't lose because it's my mom's birthday. Beware the wrath of mom. Happy birthday, Mama Ash. What are you doing? We're not over yet. You can't. This guy. Nita says 2-1 Spurs, giving it large. Happy days for my Spurs. Big up Nita with the 2-1 prediction. Morlers here. 2-1, Dyer on corner and Lo Celso.
I think that one's
bro. They're trying to fuck with me. Morler knows what to say to just get up under there. Dyer on a corner and a Lo Celso. It's going
to be Dyer, Lo Celso, Hill, and Ben Davies. 4-0.
I will celebrate. I will absolutely celebrate the 3 points if this comes to fruition. Oh my goodness, Morler. But I guess I would have to start an apology tour. Oh, he's saying Emery 3, Ainge the fraud manager 1. Good evening is Emery. I thought he was saying good evening to me. But there you go.
Maybe we just need to tell Dyer, there's a scout from your one true club, Sporting Lisbon, has come to watch you play. Maybe that'll make him play better. The club he loves.
His true home. The place he's always seen as home. What else did he say? I love you so much. On Lisbon, if I could, I would. But they won't let me contractually.
Yeah,
something like that.
I'm stuck at Spurs. You're not going to put this on your website because I never get picked.
He's
Such a
okay.
dick.
You don't have to get any video of me, guys. Fucking bum, man.
Just piss off.
Swimmaster question. Since you're a YouTube chat member, you hit the queue. I do respect this as a super chat, so I will read it. Off topic to both of you. I used to go to Greyhound racing in my youth on a Saturday night in between home matches. Is that entertainment fairly big in the USA and Australia? Just curious. Greyhound racing, there's a track in Grand Prairie near Arlington, Texas, where I grew up. But there's definitely not that here in El Paso. Probably in Mexico, though. Not that big, though. What about you, Paul? Is it big out there?
Yeah, it is pretty big. They tried actually banning it, but because it's so bent and so corrupt. There was this funny thing that happened a few years ago where they brought in this new like Greyhound Supremo that was going to clean everything up, and they got footage of him pulling over to the side of the road in his car, looking around, and taking out of his boot all the dog urine samples and chucking them down the drain. So it's as corrupt as hell, but it's
Lovely.
not like. Because it's gambling. Don't like it.
Yeah, I don't gamble. No good at it. Jay Kismet says, Lo Celso played well versus Brazil. Paul, we did a watch along here. Do you think Lo Celso played well? Outside of that one corner that ended up in an assist, I didn't think he was good. I thought he was getting pushed around all over the place. I think he had a couple passes that were okay.
No, he wasn't in the game at all, really. Is DePaul out of hospital yet? Because he looked in a bad way after getting breathed on. Remember when his face just exploded in a fountain of scarlet?
Yeah, I do remember that. Hey, big up, Big Steve, sub to the Mancunians, sub to Typical City. I thought it was Mancunian Way, but changed the name on me. 98 likes. We are almost to 100 likes, folks. There's still over 110 of y'all across all platforms.
He's not going to let me go until you get 100 likes.
Technically, so Paul doesn't get to eat dinner until 100 likes. So if you want Paul to eat, hit the like. Now it's time for my prediction. Big up Trevor Tanner on the Twitch there. Not many people on the Twitch, but hey, Trevor Tanner's there. Hi, come on, you Spurs. 1882. You are as old as our beloved club, Trevor. So big up yourself, Trevor. Lo Celso is having a whole career that has nothing to do with Spurs other than his paycheck. That is absolutely sure. I don't understand how many people say Lo Celso was great against Brazil. He was just there on the pitch doing nothing. Rohan, I think you are me. I think Rowan is always saying things. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I don't remember when he was that good versus Brazil, but hey, we move. Maybe a little bit people wanting it to be true. I don't know. Mick Dundee says Greyhounds. Yes, I'm Australia. Well, there you go. My predictions and goal scorers for this. Look. I think we're going to get a draw, Paul. I think we're going to get the draw at home.
What?
I think we're going to get the draw, man.
You come here. You get me on this fucking stream for 2 hours, and that's the finale? I can't believe it. A draw? What? Come on, what's the draw going to be? 0-0, 1-1. Oh shit! Oh, I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw because we're not very good. Come on, boy.
You want me to flop right now? You want me to flip flop?
I want you to flop.
On there?
I want you to flop. Fuck this. Fucking draw. Fucking hell. When they were at the Alamo. Were they saying, let's go for the draw? Well, they probably would have taken a draw, to be fair, wouldn't they?
Hey, that would have been a bit...
Don't diss the Alamo, sorry, folks.
Please, sir, can I have a draw?
Please, sir, can I have a draw? Fucking wuss.
Oh, my goodness. Question from Nita. We need to fix up both defenders and midfielders, Nita. We need both. Ellie's taking notes. I see her... Oh, she said noted. She's got my draw. She knows that I'm wavering.
Soft cock.
Trevor says 5-0 Spurs. I hope you're right. But Ellie, she's keeping tabs. She's like, okay, Jacob. Noted. Noted.
That's it.
Tony D saying 1-1. Big up Chelsea 101. Yakub, my favorite Arab YouTuber. If you know, you know. Yeah, you got to know. If you do know, you do know. Scott says a draw would be a miracle for us. And please, sir, can I have a draw?
Can I have a draw?
Please, sir, I'll take a draw.
My willie's very soft and small. Can
You
I
know
have
what?
a draw?
All week, all international break, I've been saying we're going to get a draw versus Villa. But we now, seeing as we are less than 24 hours till kickoff, we're going to fucking smash them.
Yeah!
We're going to go in there and we're going to fucking thrash them.
Fuck!
90 minutes of range ball. You know what? Fuck it, bro. I was going to say a 2-2 draw, but now I'm saying 3-2 Tottenham Hotspur. Heung-min dad in stoppage time. Actually,
yes.
He's going to get sub before stoppage time. It's going to be Bentancur with the game winning. He's back. His first start. I think he gets a goal.
And
I think Destiny opens his account. I think Destiny apologizes publicly to Tottenham Hotspur fan base, and he gets on the goal scoring sheet as well.
And I think when the results are draw, I'm gonna come back to you and say, you delusional.
You fucking idiot.
You said we would win. Heck, could
You
we
thought
win with
we'd
fucking
win, you
Ben Davies on the
imbecile.
pitch?
You look so silly now. Let's clip him.
Dumbo.
Let's clip his
Dumbo.
face. Look, remember the Alamo is really where you convinced me, Paul. When you said remember the Alamo, I was like, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to remember the fucking Alamo. And I'm going to say we get the 3-2 win in stoppage time. The fucking limbs at the stadium. Ellie gets her foot not stomped on. She does the foot stomping at White Hart Lane. We're getting the dub. 3-2 over Aston Villa. Unai Emery, the cartoon villain. He looks like a villain in a Disney movie. He's getting fucked up. Look, this has been a great show. We do have 2 hours. That doesn't get a like from you, I don't know what will. So go ahead and hit that like if you want. Or don't. I'm not predicting a draw anymore. So I'm full in the boat of delusion. Let's fucking get the win. Let's go out there and stomp him. I think Son gets a goal. Bentancur gets a goal. And Destiny Udogi gets a goal. Come on now.
Nice, man. Nice. Welcome back, Jacob.
I'm back in the pool, baby.
Yes.
Get it.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, that's going to do it, y'all, for episode number 100. It is over 2 hours long. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I had a great, fantastic time. I want to say special thank you to Nate for the $10 dono and TJ Warren, the fraud himself, for the other dono to the channel. Appreciate the 2 super chatters today. Thank you very much. And everyone who did partake in the poll, there's 116 votes, 103 likes, so only 13 frauds out here not liking the channel, but voting regardless. Let's see what the poll says, Paul, before we say goodnight. Ainge has a master plan to get the dub. So how can I predict that we're not going to get the dub when over half of y'all here are saying we're going to get the dub? Let's get that fucking dub. Let's get that dub. Let's get the fucking dub. Dundee's son and Brennan Lacelso to score.
Chewy agrees, man.
Chewy?
Chewy too.
It's actually Chewy.5 because it's half of him. That's been live and direct from the studios at, I almost said Universal Studios, at United Spurs of America.
It's just it's not. We can't mention Universal Studios. It's not public yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't disclose. We signed the NDA until we get the thing. But hey, big up everybody who's been here. I do appreciate every single one of you. Hit that like if you haven't already. Everyone on playback, big up yourself. You're 2 hours into this. You're a fucking goat. Pat yourself on the back and leave a comment. Let me know that you were here so I can say hello, because Paul will not. But you can find Paul over there at the Hotspur Hippie. It is in the description of this video. It is in the bottom of the homepage. It's very easy to find. Go subscribe. I want to see him get to 3K next. So let's keep growing. Let's keep showing. And let's keep being 100% Tottenham. Paul, do you have any final thoughts you want to say before I say goodnight?
Oh, I don't know, man. I think we've covered quite a wide range of issues here. We've sorted out the team. You're back with your win prediction.
Yeah,
I'm happy to leave it there, man. I think it's been fun. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, absolutely fun. I enjoy doing these with you every single time because Just have such a good time. But big up everybody who did subscribe during the show. We had like 3-4 subscribers at the show, leading us to 20 more subs until 3K. We are slowly but surely inching across. But as always, folks, I do appreciate every single one of you. Chatting is a huge part of the show, so big ups and thank you for that. Every single one of you who got involved, it is absolutely free to do that. Absolutely free to hit the like and subscribe. And you're supporting the channel in a big, big way. So I appreciate you more than you know. But look, I will be back tomorrow. With a match review type of whatever happens, win, lose, or draw. I'm starting to show my face after matches, so I will be here live. I hope to see you there, either celebrating or fucking mourning the L that we took because, hey, Eric Dyer started, and that's just the nature of the beast when you start Eric Dyer. But hey, I'm still feeling we don't start Eric Dyer in our lineup. Our lineup looked pretty good, Paul. And I'm thinking 3-2 win. Let's go and get this fucking dub tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm so excited to get started. Ash, have a good time with Ledley King and with Ozzy Ardiles. Paul, thank you so much for joining me. The Hotspur Hippie.
Good luck with that, Ash.
Yeah, that'll be absolutely wonderful. But big up everybody who's tapped in. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And as always, folks, stay fresh. Stay blessed. Up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Kuss, 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 kuss.
United Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.